Hey to you guys, what's going on YouTube? It's 3D Res. Welcome back to a Pokemon Pocket. And I'm going to be looking at the Shining Revelry cards for the very first time. Yes, I completely avoided the spoilers, like I do for every single expansion in this game. So this time around, we have 72 cards. I was in the rumor mill, so to speak, last Saturday, and I heard there was going to be 110 cards. Obviously, back then we had no idea what on earth was going to be inside of the set. They kept this set completely under wraps, which I absolutely applaud them for that one. Mad props, especially considering the whole entire game up until that point was completely leaked left, right, and centre. But let's have a look, shall we? At number one, without further ado, we have ourselves Weedle. Oh, yes, we do. So, Weedle, put one random Weedle from your deck onto your bench. Okay, so it's a Weedle calling a Weedle. Why the heck not? And that is 50 HP. Very basic, very basic. And we have Kakuna. A 1 cost 20, string shot, flip a coin if heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. Cool. I was expecting to say poison then, not paralyzed. But hey, I'll take it though. Don't know if I'll use this one over the other one, because the brand new Beedrill Ex has 2 energy to attack with. And obviously the one we had, Genetic Apex Kakuna, was also 2 energy. Not too sure, but hey, it's nice nonetheless. And that has 80 HP, still with a 2 retreat cost. And there is Beedrill Ex. 2 cost Crushing Spear, 80 damage. Discard a random energy for your opponent's active Pokemon. So it's kind of like a mini Gyarados. I say mini because of the damage is 60 less, obviously. And it's 2 cost less to attack with. But it's 170 health. Now, if you guys are not aware, okay, I have always rated Beedrill highly in this game. Absolutely highly. Maybe more highly than other people. But I really do believe that this one here, it has 10 extra damage, 50 extra health, and of course it now has the ability to remove a random energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. I think this one's going to be more appealable, even though it isn't the X, so yes, it gives away 2 points instead of the 1. I think it's definitely going to be more appealable, and I like this. As I say, Beedrill, I've loved Beedrill since the very beginning. Simply could not get enough Beedrill when the game first came out. Alright, Pinsir, brand new Pinsir. Well, we knew that anyway. So 3 cost Guillotine Rush 50 plus. Flip a coin until you get tails. This attack does 40 more damage for each heads. And it's a 90 health, much like the Genetic Apex ones. It's another coin flip. They just couldn't help themselves with this, could they? Obviously, the Genetic Apex one, I believe, was 50 as well. And you flip 2 coins. And I think it was 50 for... Or was it something like 50 for 2 heads or whatever? I don't really remember off the top of my head, because I haven't seen that thing in forever, since like last year. I don't know, man. It seems worse than the one we had before. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this one seems much worse than the one we had before. Because in a way, this is basically a mini Licky. Minus the EX, and minus the high damage cost, or minus the high damage output to begin with. But yeah, not impressed. But hey, Pinsir, whatever, right? It's a joke Pokemon, let's be honest. Sprigatito. Cry for help, put a 1 random grass type Pokemon from your deck into your hand. Interesting. Well, we knew this anyway from the trailer. We sure did. Then we have ourselves Fioragato. I probably butchered that name entirely, I do apologize. It is a 2 cost, 40 attack, 90 health. And we have Mewoscarada. Oh yes, we do. And this is a 2 cost, 60 plus fighting claws. If your opponent's active Pokemon is a Pokemon Ex, this does... What? 70 more damage if the opponent's active Pokemon is an EX. That's 130 potential damage from a 2-stage evolution. 130 potential damage for 140 health for 1 retreat cost. That is insanity. And this isn't even the EX itself. That is absolutely insanity. Oh, I'm shocked. I'm actually shocked. Yeah. That is very, very good. I had to walk away there for a moment because it was that good. But no, that is very, very good. My goodness. I can definitely see grass yet again going on the rise here. Yet again. Yet again. Alright, Charmander. Combustion, 1 cost 20, 60 HP. Charmeleon, 2 cost Combustion, 40 attack, 90 HP. Not really much of a difference there. And then we have ourselves the big boy Charizard Ex. So I saw this in the trailer. I initially thought this could go into any deck no matter what it was. But then I quickly realized you had to have 1 fire energy attached to this to make it happen. I did. But this is basically 150 damage for a 5 cost, a whopping 5 cost. But of course you're going to gain all of that fire energy from Stoke, essentially. And then you're going to have 1 extra energy attached onto it. It feels like a Mewtwo, but without the energy depletion. But it's a 5 cost. That is a whopping amount. And people were already debating, already saying that this is worse than the one we had before. Meaning worse than the Genetic Apex one. Quite frankly, I like this, but it's going to be... it's going to be debatable, right? A 5 cost, but of course you do get 3 of those 5 energies from Stoke. And you already have 1 energy attached to it to begin with. So you need to find 1 extra one somewhere. Yeah. I can see it getting played, of course. Of course. But in what capacity? I don't know yet. Is it anything crazy? Wouldn't say so. Is it better than the other one we had before? Probably not, but we got to play with it first, right? We got to see what it's like. But yeah, interesting though. Interesting. You know what also... Now we actually see Magmar here as well. Yet again, they're doing reiterations of already existing cards. I understand it is a mini set. Whatever, let them do it, right? Just please go push the boat out there, so to speak. Give us new cards. I know there's going to be new cards here. Okay, don't give me that one. But push the boat out, okay? Please, just push it further out. Come on, please. Just stop giving us reiterations of already existing cards. It's getting old now, okay? It's getting very old. Alright, Magmar. 1 cost, 20 attack, 70 health. Magmortar, another brand new Magmortar, of course, was why the heck not. 3 cost, Smoke Bomb, 70 attack. During your opponent's next turn, if the defending Pokemon tries to use an attack, your opponent flips a coin. If tails, this attack doesn't happen. Oh, hey, look, it's Weezing. And may I also add, Weezing is a 2 cost to attack with. And it also gets brought back by Koga. But 3D, this is fire, not dark. Is this one better than the other one? I don't know, right? Obviously, this one here has the ability to generate energy, whereas the other one does not. And this one is abysmal damage, whereas I don't really think this is going to see him play at all. Moving on. Paldian Tauros. 3 cost, 80 damages. Pokemon also does 10 damage to itself. It's a 1 fire and 2 colors. And is coming in at 110 HP. Interesting. I don't really know how to think about this one to begin with. I mean, sure, it does the 10 damage to itself. It's a 3 cost. Okay. I mean, sure. The other Tauros obviously was the EX killer. Well, potential EX killer, but we never really saw much of it. Okay. Alright, Tentacool. A brand new Tentacool. 1 cost, Rain Splash, 10 damage for 70 HP. And Tentacruel. Wave Splash, 40 damage, 100 HP. So this time around, it's going to be a 1 cost less, and you're losing out on that poison, which obviously was Tentacruel's main draw, obviously. So this time around, Tentacruel has an extra 10 HP, but it's got a minus 10 damage. And this time around, Tentacruel has minus 10 HP, and it has minus 10 damage, but it's 1 less to attack with. And it is a 1 retreat cost instead of a 2. I mean, I still think the Genetic Apex Tentacruel is going to be played more than this. And that one never even gets played. And this one here is probably not going to see him play either. Okay. Okay. Alright. Otter Boy is back. One cost 10 damage at 70 HP. And the other one was a 60 HP, one cost 20 damage. And this is going to be for Floatzel, one cost Water Arrow. This attack does 30 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. And it's a 90 HP, whereas the other one was a one cost 30. And I believe it was a coin flip as well. And the same amount of HP as well. What are they thinking when they're making these cards? Like, what is going through their heads? You can't look at this card at face value and say, oh wow, I'm going to go run some Floatzel today. This card is rubbish. Okay? Rubbish. I don't care however you look at this. Yes, it's a mini set. Okay, they're experimenting. It's not the main set. Whatever, 3D. Come on, please. You know, out of all of these cards here, there hasn't been a single new card. They're all reiterations of cards we've already had. That is 17 reiterations. Alright, Wiglett. This is where hopefully the good stuff comes into play. It's a 1 cost sprint out. One of your opponent's Pokemon is chosen at random, do 30 damage to it, and it's a 60 HP. And Wugtiro Ex. Now, when people were talking about this card once the trailer dropped, people were saying that this is going to be in a lot of water decks to come. So it's a 3 cost pop out throughout. One of your opponent's active Pokemon is chosen at random 3 times. For each time a Pokemon was chosen, do 50 damage to it. So it's very much like Dragonite. Very much like Dragonite. But instead of being 4, being 200 damage, this time around is 150 damage for 3 cost instead of the 4 cost Dragonite has. And yes, Dragonite does need 2 different types of energy, whereas our boy Wugtiro does not. And it's a 1 retreat cost as well. And of course it pairs with Misty. This is great. I can see this being in a lot of order decks to come. A lot. I really like this card. And of course you can get it for free as well. Via the deck missions. Just saying. But yeah, I think this is going to be a very, very good card. Very good card. Alright, Dondozo. 4 cost, Ocean Cyclone, 80 damage. This attack also does 10 damage to each of your opponent's benched Pokemon. That is a massive cost to attack with. And it's a 3 retreat cost as well. Only 120 HP. Maybe at that high cost you could put 140 HP, potentially 150. But yeah, only 120 HP. That is kind of surprising. Kind of surprising. But hey, it's a 4 cost. It's 2 water, 2 colorless. Only does 10 damage to each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. In other words, it is a worse Articuno. But it pairs with Misty, right? Sure. Alright, Tatsugiri. Your active Dondozo has no retreat cost. Ah, I forgot about this one. Okay. So retreat directive, excuse me. Your active Dondozo has no retreat cost. There's a 1 cost for 20 damage, being at 70 HP. So yes, you're going to need this thing on the bench if you're going to want to run Dondozo. You're going to have this thing on there. Makes sense, right? Makes sense. But yeah, they work hand in hand. I can definitely see now Dondozo being played, but it's that 4 cost that puts me off. It should have been 100 damage, you know? Like, this is a problem with them. They add in stuff that has high costs, but it has really low damage output and really low health. I just don't understand it. It's like, are they scared to have a high damage fin with a high output cost? Or high cost needed, excuse me. Probably. But yeah. Sure, 0 tree cost. I can see it being played. But I don't really see it being in every deck whatsoever. Alright, moving forward. Pikachu Ex. Thunderbolt. 3 cost, 150 damage. Just got all energy from this Pokemon. So it is basically Raichu on steroids. No matter how you look at it as, okay? It is basically Raichu on steroids. Exactly the same amount of HP as well as the other one did, may I add. Not any more HP. Exactly the same amount. I mean, Pikachu lovers rejoice, am I right? Pikachu lovers rejoice. Voltorb. 1 cost, Lightning Ball, 10 damage, 70 HP. And Electrode, 2 cost, 50 plus. Tumbling attack. Flip coin if his attack does 30 more damage. Ooh, okay. 90 health though. I can see this being played. Oh yes, this is going to be very annoying as well, may I add. If it actually kicks off. This is going to be very annoying. But yeah, I can definitely see that being played. Obviously compared to the Genetic Apex Electrode, I believe that was 70 damage for 2 cost. Yeah, I can definitely see this being played. Now, I could be one of the people as well, because I like Electrode. It's one of my favorite Pokemon. Nice. I'm glad to see it getting more stuff. Alright, Pachirisu, 1 cost, 10 damage. Take an electric energy for your energy zone and attach it to one of your bench electric Pokemon. So we finally have ourselves an electric generator. Cool. Pair this with maybe the likes of Electabuzz into Electivire. You might not even need Volcano at that point. Very nice. And Pawmi. And oh, I wonder what Pawmo's going to look like. Alright, so there's a 1 cost, 20 damage, 60 HP. And Pawmo, 2 cost, 40 damage, 90 HP. And Pawmot, ability, counter attack. If this Pokemon is in the active spot and is damaged by an attack from the opponent's Pokemon, do 20 damage to the attacking Pokemon. Hey look, there's another Giratina. Hey look, there's another Poliwrath. As if we needed more of those. Yay. And it's a 2 cost, 70 damage. And it's coming in 140 HP with a no retreat cost, Mayat. No retreat cost. I can definitely see this being played. 100%. 100%. This is a very cool card. I like this. It's a 2 cost, 70 damage. Pretty average when you think about it. But it's at 0 retreat cost. And of course it has the ability counter attack as well. Definitely seen this get played. Put this thing on with a Rocky helmet. That is 40 damage there a pop. Plus your own 70 damage. 110 damage. Potentially it's going to kill off a Palkia. If that Palkia was low enough already. Yeah. I can see this being played 100%. Alright. Abra. Okay. 1 cost, Psy Shot, 20 damage, 60 HP. Kadabra, 1 cost, Psy Shot, 30 damage, 80 HP. And Alakazam, 2 cost, Psychic Suppression, 80 damage. This attack also does 20 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon that has any energy attached. Okay. Okay. I mean, okay. I love Alakazam anyway. I think it's a very cool card. Very cool card. I love these arts here though. They're very nice. But yeah. That's not bad, right? This attack also does 20 damage to each of your opponent's bench Pokemon has any energy attached. That is very good. Very, very good. Yeah, 1 retreat cost as well. Compared to the other one that had a 2 retreat cost. And it shares exactly the same amount of HP as well, may I add. But there's 1 less to attack with. I can definitely see this being in everything. Well, not everything, that's maybe a lie. But I can definitely see it being in a lot of stuff. Oh! Are we gonna... Oh, please don't do this to me. Please do not do this to me. Is there going to be Mr. Mime Ex? Is there going to be a Mr. Mime EX? Please do not bring my hopes up and then suddenly bring them crashing down again. Please don't do that. Alright, Mr. Mime, let's see what this is. 2 cost, juggling. Oh, it's a coin flip though. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. What have they done to you, my boy? Oh no. Oh no. If you guys don't know why I'm exaggerating like this for, I'm just hyperventilating, it's because Mr. Mime is my favourite ever Pokemon. And they've gone and done this to him. They've gone and made it into a coin flip. The other card, Genetic Apex one, was horrendous to begin with. Is there going to be the next version? There's not. We can always live and dream, right? So flip 4 coins. This time does 20 damage for each head. Oh no, this is useless. No. No. Oh my god. I'm sorry. Alright, Drifloon, 1 cost 20 damage, 60 HP. Drifloon, 1 cost 40 damage, 90 it. Oh god, okay, we're gonna try and put ourselves back on the rails now, okay? Try. Alright, 90 HP, 1 cost for 40 damage. This is essentially a worse Clefable. There's a lot of stuff out there as 1 cost, 40 damage, 90 HP. For every energy you look at it, there's going to be something like this to exist. I can see it's being played, of course, because it's very low cost. I mean, I would have liked it to be more. Because the other Drifblim is not really that good, honestly. It is exactly the same as Slurpuff. Literally a 1-on-1 ratio Slurpuff. And this is just a Clefable, as I say. Shame. Shame. Alright, Giratina EX. We knew about this one already, but we're going to look at it regardless. Ability, Broken Space Bellow. Once during your turn, you may take a Psychic Energy from your energy zone attaching this Pokemon. If you use this ability, your turn ends. And it's going to be a 4 cost, chaotic impact, 130 damage. This Pokemon does 20 damage to itself. Oh hey, it's Arcanine. And it's 150 HP for 2 retreat cost. Wow, that looks amazing. Holy. But yes. I mean, I can see, okay, more cards in the future having this ability, where you use an ability, and your turn ends there and there. I love how they call this broken. But I can definitely see more cards in the future having this ability, where it just ends your turn there and then. 100%. But yeah, I can see this being played, of course. Giratina fans, you can rejoice now. There's an EX version. Might not be what you wanted to begin with, but it's here nonetheless. It is. Alright, so coming back now. Coming back, we have Chemical. Oh, I love this little guy. And what we're going to see with String Cheese's evolution, I never remember his name ever. But when I see it, I'm going to kick myself for not knowing it. Okay, so this goes into any deck here. Colorless Chest. Chest or Flage. Afflage or Flage. Sounds very French boudoir. Very bougie. Flip a coin if heads during your opponent's next turn. Prevent all damage from and effects of attacks done to this Pokemon. My god. What on earth are you going to look like? Oh. Huh? Don't you evolve? Isn't this... This is the little guy inside of the chest, isn't it? Yeah, well, where's the evolution at? Huh? There's gotta be an evolution here. I don't remember his name either, but all I know is it literally looks like a string cheese. And I think it was the 1000th Pokemon ever to get introduced to the game itself as well. But yeah, you gotta have that one, come on. Alright, brand new Machoke. Ooh. Machop, 1 cost 20 damage, 60 HP. Machoke. Okay. 2 cost, Pummel, 30 plus, flip a coin, if heads, this attack does 30 more damage. Okay, 100 HP. What are you looking like, Machamp? 2 cost, Power Press, 70 plus. If this Pokemon has at least 2 extra Fire Energy attached, this attack does 50 more damage at 150 HP. So that's potentially 120 damage there, but it needs 4 energy attached to it, 4 Fire Energy attached to it, to actually get this thing online properly. I kind of like this though. It's going to be hard to judge whether you want the 4 energy attached out there. I would say so. There's only 120 damage. It's not very, wow, crazy. Because when we look at the other Machamp, right? Which isn't here, funny enough. Oh no, because the other one's an EX version. But this other one was 3 cost, 100 damage for 150 HP. And this one's exactly the same amount of HP. 1 less retreat cost. And of course, you need an extra 2 energy to make 120 damage, potentially. Yeah, I like this. Obviously, 70 damage is nothing to be sniffed at. You can work your way towards it as well with 150 HP. Yeah, I can definitely see this being played. Don't know what capacity though, but I can do. Yeah, cool. Another Machamp. Nice. Well, welcome on into the crew. Hitmonlee. 1 cost, 30 damage, 80 HP. What does Hitmonchan have? Hitmonchan's exactly the same, right? Yeah, Hitmonchan is exactly the same. And speaking of the devil, there he is. 3 cost, Magnum Punch, 90 damage, 90 HP. What? That's useless. Huh? Unless there's going to be a fighting generator, a fighting with fire energy from your pool, this is useless. I mean, this one was okay as it was, paired with Lucario. Obviously, 50 damage over pops, maybe 70 if you have double Lucario. Okay. Alright, Riolu, 2 cost, 40 damage, 70 HP. And of course, Lucario Ex, 3 energy, Aura Sphere, 100 damage. Attack does also 30 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon, 150 HP. So I looked at this thing back on the trailer of last week, and I thought to myself, well, maybe. But are you willing to take away the ability from Lucario that gives you 20 extra damage to your fighting type Pokemon? Are you willing to take that away? That's what you have to think to yourself when you're running this one. It's not bad, right? It's not bad. I would have liked to have seen maybe 110 damage there. Potentially 110 damage. Maybe even 40 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. But definitely 110 damage. It's not bad. But it's a 1 retreat, or 2 retreat calls, excuse me. It's not bad, right? I mean, I can understand it. I can do, but I don't like it. I don't know, especially for an EX, this feels weak. This damage output here reminds me of Gengar from the Genetic Apex. This feels weak. 120 damage, 110 damage, preferably 120. Yeah, that's very weak. I can't really say now, obviously, if you're going to pick this one over the other Lucario, but personally, me, I would not. I would not. Alright, Flamigo. 2 cost, double kick, 50 times, flip 2 coins, attack does 50 damage for each head. Potential 150 damage there. Or was that 50 guaranteed? And then you're going to get an extra 100 on top. I think so, right? Or maybe not. But hell, anyway, that is not bad. I believe this is a Flamingo as well. I believe so. Flamingo, of course. 80 HP, so it's pretty low down. Okay. Ekans. Ooh, Arbok. 2 cost, Ram, 30 damage, 70 HP. It is a 1 colorless as well. I don't know if that's anything to go by. Arbok, 3 cost, Venomous Fan, 70 damage. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. It's 110 HP, so 10 more HP than the original Arbok. And it's got exactly the same amount of retreat cost. But it's 1 more cost to attack with, and it's only 10 more damage. But this time, instead of actually locking your opponent's Pokemon into place, you're going to be poisoning them instead. I don't ever see this being played. I don't. This is a very high cost just to poison. Very high cost. I mean, sure, this Arbok down here is very niche. Because it is. Because people just don't play it anymore. And people just don't care for the ability to lock your opponent's Pokemon in place. I don't see this ever being played. It's a 3 cost for 70 damage and is abysmal. But it's obviously the luxury of poison. But as I say, this is a high cost to poison. A very high cost. You know what they should have done? They should have very easily given this the poison that Toxicroak has. Then yes, I would have accepted that. But no, this is bad. I'm sorry. No matter how you look at this as, okay, it's got 1 colorless energy. But what dark type you're going to be throwing into a colorless deck, I've got no idea. Or into any other deck, for instance, I've got no idea. Okay. Alright, Paldian Woodbye. 1 cost, Poison Jab, 10 damage. Your opponent's active Pokemon is at poison, 50 HP. And Paldian Clodsire. Like, as I said in the trailer, it's funny how we get Clodsire over Quagsire beforehand. Yeah, this 2 cost. Okay, so this is how it should be done. Okay? This is how it should be done. So 2 cost, Venoshock, 60 plus. If your opponent's active Pokemon is at poison, this attack does 60 more damage. You're never going to run Arbok with this. You're just not, okay? But hey, this is cool. 160 HP. This is massive. This is going to stay around for a while. It's a 3 retreat cost, but you're probably never going to retreat this thing anyway. This is a 2 cost to attack with. 120 damage potentially. I like this a lot. It reminds me of Scolipede in a way. Scolipede on steroids. I like this a lot though. It's very cool. I can see this being played in a heck of a lot of stuff. Maybe, just maybe, we might now be seeing poison go up on the rise. Maybe. Because I like poison in this game. It just doesn't really hit the mark in some scenarios. But this here, however, this looks very, very good. And I like the look of this one. Alright, Spiritomb, another one. 1 cost, Confused Ray, 20 damage, flip a coin if heads your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused. It's at 80 HP. Is it better than the other one? But the other one fits into any deck no matter what it is, because it's colorless. Being sure, you could potentially get a very early confusion off here. And it's 20 damage. It's not like it's dealing no damage. This is 20 damage. So that's pretty cool. I can definitely see it's being played. Alright, Shroodle. 1 cost, Gnaw, 20 damage, 60 HP. And I don't know why I can't say this word before even trying to say it. I don't know about that one. Alright, ability, Poison Coating. Once you're in your turn, you may flip a coin if heads your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. 2 cost, 40 damage. It's a Shinotic. It's a Shinotic. Instead of having the ability to put to sleep, you'll poison instead. It's a Shinotic. I can see this being played, I can do. Yeah, it is funny, right? But of course, Shinotic does not have the ability. It does not. Because Shinotic attacks and then sleeps. There's no ability attached to Shinotic. But it's still Shinotic on pen and paper without the ability. Alright, Tink. Yes, we know about this one already. 1 cost, Corkscrew Punch, 20 damage, 60 HP. And Tough. 2 cost, Tenacious Hammer, 30 plus. Flip a coin if heads, this attack does 30 more damage. And Tinkaton Ex. Terrific Thumping. That sounds so weird. Don't get it twisted. Free cost 80 plus. Flip coin if heads. This tag does 80 more damage. Oh, this is beautiful. So you guys know me, okay? Steel is my favorite type in this game. It is. This card's gonna be real good. And of course, Tinkertuff and Tinkertink aren't that bad either. They're nothing crazy, but they're not that bad either. They're not. I like this. It's good. It's good. Pair this with Dialga. You got this thing online turn 1 or whenever it's on the bench, right? But of course, then you got to evolve it. But I still like this though. It's very cool. Alright, Vadroom. 1 cost, Headbutt, 10 damage. Vadroom. 3 cost, Spin and Drift, 70 damage. That is a massive increase. Flip a coin if heads during your opponent's next turn. Prevent all damage from effects of attacks on this Pokemon. Hey, it's that again. 110 HP for 2 cost. So with Dialga, this essentially will come online with the very next turn. If you have both in hand. That's how you got to look at this as. Because that's how I'm looking at this as. That's very cool. Yeah. I mean, 70 damage is pretty rubbish. It's not that bad. But it's that option to basically prevent all damage and effects of dealt to your good old Reveroom. If you can get our coin to land, that could be the game decider there. That's cool. Alright. Oh, there it is. Goldengo. Yes. The string cheese man. Alright. Let's see what he's doing. 3 cost. Oh, it fits into a steel deck. Scintillating Surfing. 50 times for cool. Flip a coin for each steel energy attached to this Pokemon. This attack does 50 damage for each heads. You can have this on the bench. Hard up with energy with Dialga. Go to town, baby. This is essentially Steel's version of Celebi. And I'm all here for it, okay? That's crazy. That is cuckoo. That is cuckoo. Yes, this is essentially the Steel version of Celebi. Not the way I thought this card was going to go down, honestly. By the way, this card looks bloody fantastic. Not the way I thought this was going to go down, but this is cool nonetheless. I like this. And of course it's coin flips. I hate coin flips, but I've got to play this guy, okay? I have to. Ooh, Rattata. 1 cost tackle, 10 damage, 50. Raticate. 2 cost tackle, 50 damage, 90 HP. So it falls away from the trap of 40 damage at 2 cost. It does. There's no reason to run this over the other one. No reason. Jigglypuff, 1 cost, 20 damage, 60 HP, Wigglytuff. Ability, Confidence Son. Once during your turn, you may heal 20 damage for your active Pokemon. Ooh. And he goes into any deck as well, may I add. 2 cost, Gentle Snap, 50 damage, 100 HP. So it's 10 damage less than this Wigglytuff here, but it has this ability. Bear that in mind. Alright. Okay. Again, it goes into any deck no matter what it is. It's basically shaming, but on steroids. Okay. That's not bad. I mean, yeah. It is minus 10 damage than this one here, but it's that ability. Gotta bear that in mind. It's that ability. Another Licky, probably? Alright, Lickitung, 2 cost, rollout 30 damage, 80 HP. Licky, yes. 3 cost, rollout 70 damage, 130 HP. This is never going to see play. Unless, of course, you have this with a Dialga or anything along those lines. But it's never going to be seen played. This is so stupidly high cost. Badoof. 2 cost, headbutt, 30. Hey, 30 damage. I'm screwing up my words now. And there's Beedrill Ex. So Beedrill Ex, 4 cost for a Carefree Press, 100 damage. To heal 30 damage for this Pokemon, 160 HP. So in a weird world, right? In a weird world, this is essentially Licky Licky, but without a coin flips, without the extra damage. Because it's a full cost for 100 damage. Can I see this being played? Probably not. Probably never. But the thing about the original Bidoof, okay? This is what you have to understand. That this one here is never going to ever match. Is that this Bidoof had the ability to halve your opponent's active Pokemon by half. Chop it by half. Chop it by half. Chop it by half. That is the beauty of the other Bidoof. This Bidoof here does not even come close to that. Because it doesn't have that wonderful ability. It doesn't. Buneary. 1 cost, 20 damage, 50 HP. Lopunny, 1 cost, 30 damage, hopping shot, 100 HP. Cyclozar. 1 cost, over acceleration, 20 damage during your next turn. Is the Pokemon's over acceleration attack does plus 20 damage. Okay. I wonder if this is stacking. Huh. Because I know Togekiss doesn't stack. Yeah, I wonder if this stacks. So you can go 20, 40, 60, 80, that kind of thing. Or if it's just going to be 20, 40 forever. Alright, Iono. Each player shuffles the cards in their hand into their deck, then draws that many cards. So I was looking at this card when it first got revealed in the trailer, right? And I thought, oh, you can pair this with the likes of Mars, you can pair this with the likes of, what's her face? Or Red Card, excuse me. Mars, Red Card. You could do that, that could be very trolly, but of course you can't play Mars and this on the same turn. But you still can do Mars and Iono next turn, right? It's going to be interesting, this one. Especially when you have that hunch that your opponent is onto something, that they have what they want in hand, and you can muck it up potentially. Yeah, that could be cool. That could be. But of course it's going to be pot luck. It's going to be a gamble at that point. Sure. Pokemon Center Lady. Heal 30 damage from one of your Pokemon, and it recovers from all special conditions. It's another heal. And it recovers from all special conditions. So, say for instance, if it is being trapped, or it is asleep, or it's poisoned, you can apply this to it. You know what I just thought off the top of my head right now? Snorlax. Snorlax. Barry deck just got boosted. You're grateful, okay? You're thankful. Red. During this turn, attacks used by your Pokemon do plus 20 damage to your opponent's active Pokemon Ex. Yeah. I saw this and many people came to the conclusion that Red is probably going to be incredibly good. Incredibly good. Especially the other cards that are being introduced into this mini set that do more damage to EX Pokemon. Yeah. This is going to be very good. Very, very good. And Team Rocket grunts. Flip a coin until you get tails. For each head, discard a random energy of your opponent's active Pokemon. My God. What? That is disgusting. Wow. That is absolutely disgustingly good. Holy heck. I instantly thought of Misty okay when I saw this. Wow. Wow. That is probably going to be a must-have. A must-have. That's going to be so toxic. Imagine if you could land this against a Charizard Ex, for instance. Take away all of that energy. A Dialga, all of the energy gone. A Palkia, all of the energy gone. You get my drift. That is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Alright, thank you so much for this video. Really do appreciate it. I hope you put that like button, hit that subscribe button as well. And let me know in the comments below what you think of this whole entire set. If you want to hear my opinion, okay, out of 10, I'm going to give this set a very low 6. I have this ongoing problem, like this ongoing issue I have personally with the game, right? Where they are adding reiterations of already existing cards. They need to get out of that habit. I understand at the end of the day, it's a mini set, yada yada yada. Wait till the main set for you to get brand new cards all across the board. I understand that 100%. But it's just getting pointless at this stage. Because you're getting these really good creative cards inside of this set, and then you've got a whole bump that you just don't even care about. That's just my opinion, right? No one's ever going to use a new Raticate. No one. No one's ever going to use that new Licky Licky. No one. Don't tell me you are, because you're not. Not if you're not experimenting, of course you're not. If you're going to be taking it seriously and using it, I'm going to laugh at you. But I'm going to give this set a 6 out of 10. Maybe that might change, but I don't think it will do. Is it the weakest set? I would say so, yes. But he has some very cool cards in here. But to me, in a moment, it feels like the weakest set. It does. Now, hey, what am I to say, right? But let me know in the comments below if you guys think the same. Or if you don't, that's entirely up to you. But I don't know, guys. Take care, stay safe. All that good stuff. Low show. Whatever you do, if there's a video next live, you go ahead and play some Pokemon Pockets. Enjoy the brand new Shining Revelry. Enjoy Ranked as well, of course. And Hardcore Season 1 coming next Monday. Look forward to that. I don't know, guys. Goodbye for now. Bye-bye.